Hi guys, Mimi G here and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Today I'm going to talk about what I eat in a day. So you guys asked for my meal plan. I don't necessarily have like a meal plan. Since I've gotten off of the semaglutide, my only real goal every day is to stay in my calorie deficit and to get at least 100 grams of protein a day. So I know a lot of people find that difficult to do, especially if you don't have like your go-to meals or if you don't have like go-to snacks where you know you're gonna get at least a certain amount of protein in every meal. Now, when I was on the shots, I found it really difficult to hit my protein goals just because I wasn't hungry. And it was very hard to like force myself to eat something. Since I've been off of the shot, it's been a lot easier because my appetite has gone up a little bit, not nowhere near what it used to be. And because I make sure that I eat protein in each of my meals, I stay pretty full throughout the day. Sometimes at night, I'll start to feel like I'm a little hungry, but I will generally just drink water and like go to sleep. Like, girl, don't do it. Don't grab that snack. You don't need it. Go to bed. That seems to work pretty good. But if I do am for some reason hungry at night, I'll reach for something like Quest chips. One, because you know they mostly have about 19 grams of protein. It's a quick snack. And I will eat it, or I will grab another yogurt if I need something, or a piece of fruit, and then that's it. So that helps me a lot. So I will say, for those of you who find it really hard to hit at least 100 grams of protein a day, what I started to do was I would make something that I knew was going to be at least 30 to 50 grams of protein. And if I liked it, I would just write it down in my little food notebook. And that way, you know, during the week as I'm ingredient prepping, I could be like, okay, well, I know I could have, you know, these 3 meals and that's going to hit my protein goal. And I don't mind eating the same thing a couple times a week. Now, I can't eat the same thing every day, which is why I don't do meal prepping anymore. I used to make meals for like the whole week, and I found that I don't like eating that shit every day. Like, I just really don't. And so I wouldn't eat it. So instead, what I started to do is to do ingredient prepping. Now that's a whole separate video, but basically what I do is I cook several proteins. So I'll make like taco meat, and I'll make, you know, chicken thighs and whatever else I want that week, salmon. I chop it all up, I put it in containers, I chop and prep all the veggies, so like onions or cilantro or tomatoes, whatever basically that I can, I chop it all up and I store it in the fridge. So that way during the week, I know I can make like a quick taco, I can make quesadilla, I can make a bowl, I can make all sorts of things really quickly, and everything's sort of already made. I just need to build it, and it makes it so much easier than meal prepping entire meals. And like I said, because I only have my 2 youngest kids who still live here, and they're, you know, 21 and about to be 18. They have their own lives. They're always out and about. Like, really, I'm just feeding myself at this point. So it makes it a lot easier to have ingredients or proteins already cooked and prepped in the fridge that I can pull together and throw something quick on the stove, you know, warm it up, and I know that I'm going to hit my protein goal. So I thought I'd give you an example of like today. Okay, so today in the mornings, I mentioned in a previous video that I don't get hungry in the mornings. It's very hard for me to eat. So I will generally just do a protein shake. So what I do is I do 2 scoops of my cachava. I really love cachava. The flavor is really good. I always get the vanilla because I can flavor it with whatever I want. And that's gonna give me a certain amount of protein. And then, so it gives me, I think, 25 grams of protein. And then I will add another scoop of protein powder, and I'll share the one that I use. And what I really like is that that's going to give me 50 grams of protein immediately in the morning, and I'm good to go. Sometimes I'll add strawberries, sometimes I'll add a little peanut butter, but for the most part, I just drink the cachava with the protein powder added, and it's delicious. It's just vanilla and creamy and yummy. So that's 340 calories. That gives me 50 grams of protein. And that'll keep me full for a really long time. And then I will, as a snack, if I want a snack, and because I want more protein, I will do the ratio yogurt, which I also mentioned in another video. Sometimes I'll add the ratio granola, but that makes my calories go up just a tad. So I always try and stay under 1,600 calories a day. That keeps me in my deficit. And so the ratio yogurt has 25 grams of protein. So I'll just grab a ratio. They come in vanilla, coconut, some other flavors, strawberry. Those are all good. And I will just eat that really quickly. I know I'm getting 25 grams of protein and only 3 grams of sugar. And I think one ratio cup is like 194 calories. And then, since I generally only eat either one big lunch, like a late lunch, or one dinner, then that's when I will have like my bigger meal. Sometimes I like to keep it light because I just don't like to feel full. So I stick to things that I know I can make quickly, like my shrimp salad is one that I really love. And I'll share the recipe for you guys in the description box below. But basically it's 16 ounces of shrimp. And I like to use the red Argentinian shrimp from Trader Joe's. That shrimp is so good, you guys. So good. If you have a Trader Joe's, go get it. And I will dice up the shrimp into small pieces. And then I mix in a 1/3 cup of red onion, about a 1/2 cup or more of cherry tomatoes, a full avocado diced up, a tablespoon of olive oil. Be careful with the olive oil because it does have a lot of calories, but I do 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and then a full lime. And you can add as much lime as you want depending on like how tangy you want it. And then I do salt and pepper. I mix it all together, add about a 1/3 cup of cilantro, and I will just eat that sucker right out of the bowl because it is delicious, okay? It's so good, and that gives me about 234 calories and 25 grams of protein per serving. One 16-ounce bag of shrimp will give me 3 servings. So I will make it, split it into 3 different bowls, and then I know that I can eat that really quickly and get at least 25 grams of protein. And just there alone, I'm at 100 grams of protein. So if I add anything else later that night, like a bag of Quest chips, I've added another 19 grams of protein. That puts me at 119 grams of protein, and that's fantastic for where I am right now. So I try to hit at least 100 grams of protein per day, still staying under my calorie deficit. As you can see, that keeps me well under my calorie deficit. And then to track everything, I use MyFitnessPal. It's probably the most popular app for you to be able to track your food. What I really like though is that as I'm making a meal or a recipe, I will put it into my recipes in my fitness app because that helps me track that meal, right? So I can save it as a recipe so that the next time I eat it, I don't have to insert all of the information again. I can just tap my recipe, select the recipe, and it will automatically add it to my food log for the day. So that's like my favorite thing. It's also because you can scan it, like QR scan or barcode scan, I should say, the ingredients or whatever you're using. And if it's in the app, it'll automatically bring up all the information you need, calorie, amount of fat, protein, all that stuff. And so I use that every day, and that helps me, one, stay under my calorie deficit so I can track what I'm eating, and also helps me sort of gauge how much protein I've eaten for the day. Do I need to add more protein? And then lets me sort of look back at the week to see how well or not well I did. And then I drink about 4 40-ounce cups of water a day. It might seem like a lot, but it's really not. I mean, the first week you might like pee every 10 seconds, but after that your body adjusts and you don't pee as much. So you're fine. I think I will share like other recipes as I go along, but it just seems super overwhelming to like do so much. So I just thought I would share just like what that one day would look like for me where I hit that 100 grams of protein. And so the more you do it, like the more recipes you find. And let me say this, with the shrimp salad, you can replace that with any protein you want. You could do it with chicken, you could do it with salmon, whatever. I just really like it with the Argentinian red shrimp. It's like my favorite, but I have done it with salmon and I have done it also with chicken, and it's just as delicious. If you want more carbs that day, You could, you know, put it over a bed of rice or cauliflower rice and have a heartier meal, like if you're having it for dinner, or just make yourself a side of veggies and eat it that way. But like I said, I usually just scoop that sucker right out of the bowl and chomp down. It's very good. So I just wanted to share that. I know you guys had been asking about the meal plan, so maybe you can start writing down some of the recipes that I share and build yourself sort of a little catalog of high protein meals that you guys can eat. Like I said, I am not a fitness professional in any way. I am not a nutritionist. I am none of those things. I am just a girl who is trying to stay in her calorie deficit, but while eating a lot of protein and exercising, drinking my water, doing my weights, and just trying to stay the healthiest that I possibly can be. So I hope these videos are helping you. One last thing that I have to say, I have 2 more videos for this week. I have one coming on Wednesday. I have one, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Wednesday, one on Friday, and then that's pretty much it. And the reason that is because I am going to take a 30-day hiatus. I am going to shut things down for about 30 days and do some catching up. There are a lot of things that I want to do, a lot of new content that I want to add, several new projects that I want to share with you guys. And I have found myself in a place where I'm having a hard time keeping up. And so I think the best thing for me is to just pause on YouTube content, Instagram content for 30 days and just do a full reset, take the time that I need to properly go through all the content ideas, project ideas, business ideas that I have, work through them for that entire month of April, and then come back fresh and renewed in May. So after this week, you guys will not see me on YouTube for 30 days, but trust me, I will be back. Wish me luck, okay? Send me good vibes and juju because I definitely will need it during those 30 days of me trying to create content and sew up new tutorials and sew-alongs and new freebie patterns that I have coming for you guys and all of these really amazing things. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that after this week, Friday's video, you guys will not see me for 30 days, but then I will be back on May 1st. So all of April, I will be locked in. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you have questions, leave them in the comments below and have a fantastic week. Thanks for watching. Peace.